Hello, beautiful viewers. You are welcome to Pattern Drafting with Lina. And in case you are just seeing me for the first time, I am Lina, and tonight I will be showing you how I drafted and cut this beautiful shirt with that side pocket and zipper flyer. So without any further delay, let's jump into the class. Lest I forget, if this is your first time of seeing this channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share with your friends. Hope you can see how the dart is. I have to pin the back with secure the waist at the back with pin because our client is way bigger than this body form. And hope you can see the down. Our client say I should attach something for her. She don't want it that short anymore, so I have to attach something. So let's jump into the class. Okay, without any further delay, let us proceed. So we'll be needing our fabric. Yes, this is I think this is khaki fabric. Yes, and our pattern paper, handbook of a pattern master, our scissors, fashion pin, tailor pin, and the rest. So, and our calculator for our measurement. Yes, so this person we are drafting for the trouser waist is 86. So we'll be dividing the 86 by 4. Sorry. Okay. Like I said, the trouser waist is 86. We'll be dividing by 4. So 86 divided by 4. 21.5. Then I will be adding that plus 3 cm for that to give us 24.5. The length of the shirt is 45 cm. The round, that is where the shirt will get to the round. The person don't want it tight. Our client don't want it tight, so the round is 60 cm. So we'll make the right now. Then the hip is 109 divided by 4 to give us 27.25. I'll be adding 0.25 again so that it will be 28. So I'll be using 28 for the hip. So let's proceed. The first thing we are going to do is to get our top line. Normally it's like a tradition. It's like a tradition here. It's like a tradition here that we normally take top line. So we don't joke with top line. Our top line 2 cm. Don't forget you are watching Pattern Drafting with Lina, and I am the Lina. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post anything, any tutorial on this channel, you will be notified. And if you find this class very, very interesting after watching, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also share with your friends and your family. Like I said, we are on Facebook, but not as Pattern Drafting with Lina, but as Lina Design and Fashion Academy. We have a page and we have a group. So you can like our page, you can join our group. So we have taken our top line. The next thing we are going to do, we'll be drafting the back first. So the next thing we are going to do is to get our crotch line. And to get our crotch line, we divide our hip by 4. To get our crotch line, to get your whoever you are working for, whatever measurements, just divide the hip by 4. You can add ease. Like I added 0.25 ease to this. which makes it 28. The hip is 109. When I divided by 4, it gives me 27.25. Then I add 0.25 again, which makes it 28. You can add up to 1 cm or even 2. So from my top line now, I'll be putting the 28 cm. So 28 cm. This is our crotch line. Crotch line. So we'll be using that same 28 cm to form a square. Look, you can see here, we'll use it to form a square. We're using 28 to form a square. Hope you can see it very well. So this is our crotch line. Now, to get the next thing will be to get our hip line, to apply our hip line. And to get our hip line, we'll be dividing this 28 from our top line to our crotch line. We'll be dividing it by 3, and we'll have 28. So let's divide 28 by 3. 28 divided by 3 to give us 9.3. So we are going from our crotch, not from our top line. We are going this way, not this way. So we'll be putting 9.3. So this is where we have our 9.3. Our hip line. This is our hip line. So the next thing we'll be doing is to put our short length, and the short length we are working with is 45 cm. So we are starting from our top line to put the 45 cm. We are starting from our top line to put the short length 45 cm. This is our length, our short length. Okay, you can see it, our short length. Let me explain again. The first thing we did after taking our top line was to apply our crotch line, And to get our crotch line, we divided our hip by 4 and we added 0.25 is. You can add 1 cm even up to 2 cm as your is. Then the second thing we did was to use that same our hip divided by 4 plus the ease we added to form a square, that is this box. Then to get our hip line, we divided that box into 3. Then we went from crotch line up to apply it, and that is our hip. Then the next thing is the length of the short we are working with. So the next one we are going to do now is to add our crotch extension, and we are working, this one we are doing now is the back. So to get the crotch extension for back, you will be dividing this your crotch, this measurement. This is the side back, yes, this hip side. So you'll be dividing from this here, this center side back to the center back here. We'll be dividing what we have there, which is 28. We'll be dividing it into 2. And when you divide 28 into 2, it will give you 14. So we'll take it from here. We'll be putting our 14 cm. That is for the back. You divide your crotch measurement, whatever you have here, into 2. And that is your crotch extension for back. So this is our crotch extension. So the next thing we are going to do is to get our crease line. And to get our crease line, we need to take the measurement from this our side back to our center back. That is from this our side back to the crotch extension, which is 28 plus 14, if you remember. 28. Well, we just measure it. Let me not confuse you. Just take the measurement of what we have here, divide it into 2. So we'll have 42. And 42 divided by 2 will give us 21. So 21 is here. So here we'll have our 21. We put it down on the short length. Put 21 down. Connect. This is the crease line. Hope you can see very well. This is the crease line. So the next thing is to go in from this our center back to tighten our waist. So the next thing is to tighten our waist. Yes, you go in from this center back. 2 cm is okay. Tighten it, mark it, then you take the measurement you have at 28, get the midpoint, which is 14, just mark it there and keep it. That is where you'll be taking this 2 cm that you used to tighten, to stop there. So from the tightening, we'll put in the waist measurement plus the dart intake. And our waist measurement plus our dart intake is 24.5. So from the waist tightening, we'll be putting 24.5. Here is it. You can see it very well. Okay. Hope you can see, this is where we have our waist plus 3 cm for our dart. Then you use your hip curve or any curve. Put it on your hip line to this your waistline, because our top line now becomes our waistline. Hope you can see it very well. Is also our waistline. Yes. So now our waist tightening, our back tightening, yes, and this is where our hip is. So now on this our short length, we'll be dividing that 60 into 4, and it will give us 15. So from here we are going to put 15. From here we are going to put 15. From the crease line to the other side we'll put 15. From the crease line to the left we'll put 15. From the crease line to the left we'll put 15. Hope you can see it now. From the short length, you connect with your ruler to the crotch line, or from the crotch line to the short length. Anyway, then from the crotch line on this side too, you connect down to your short length. I hope you can see it very well. Then on the waist, we need to take out our dart. So let's get the midpoint of our waist, which gives us 24.25. So it will be 12.24.25. Let's get the midpoint. So this is where the midpoint is. So since we are working for back, we'll be taking our dart 12 cm, our dart end point 12 cm. We'll connect. So our dart, we added 3 cm, so we need to take it out. 3 cm divided by 2 will give us 1.5. To our left, we take 1.5. To our right, we take 1.5. And we'll connect with ruler to form that. Hope you can see it very well. See it very well. It is visible enough for you to see. So the next thing we are going to do now is to raise our waist. We'll be raising it with 2 cm. If you remember, our top line was 2 cm, so we'll be raising it with that 2 cm. I'm okay with 2 cm. You raise it up to 2 cm, hope you can see, and connect it back. You raise the center back with 2 cm, connect it to side back with nothing, connect it back to nothing at the side back. I hope you can see. We raised the waistline, connect it back to nothing at the side, that's the deep side. So now we are going to take our band, and 2 inches is okay. So we are taking our band from the raising of our waist. 2 inches. 2 inches is okay. And I hope you can see it. 2 inches is okay for our band. I'm highlighting it with marker pen so that you can see it very well. I hope you can see it very well. I hope you can see it. By this way you can see it. So on this our crotch extension, yes, we'll be taking on this our crotch extension line, yes, we'll be taking our angle 45, and this angle 45, this is how to read your angle 45 to take any of your set that has something this way, you can see. So we take our angle 45 this way, and since it's back we are working with first, we are going to take 2 inches on that line, under our angle 45. That is to enable our crotch not to be too low and not to be too high. I hope you can understand. So now we are going to connect with armhole curve, any curve that you feel comfortable. So from that X, our X, connect. Then from our crotch extension, find a way to connect it very well. Hope you can see how our shirt is looking, how beautiful our shirt is looking. So we are done with the back for now. It's very easy. From the first thing, our 2 cm top line, then we apply our crotch line, our hip line, our crotch extension, our crease line, our short length. Then we apply all the measurements. I hope you can see it like that. So let's proceed to the front. Okay, I've gone ahead to draw the top line. Hope you can see the top line, the crotch line, the hip line, and the short line for the front, because the lines, all those lines, they are the same. I hope you can see it very well. I've done it for the front, the top line, the crotch line, the hip line, and the short line. So the next thing to do for the front is to add our crotch extension. For the front, you remember for the back we divided by 2. So for front we'll be dividing it by 4. So we'll be dividing our 28 by 4 for front, which will give us 7. So we'll be adding our 7 this way. So this is our crotch extension for the front. Okay, now we will apply our crease line, starting from our crotch extension to our side, which will give us 35, which will be 17.5. 17.5. We also put it on the short length. So we connect with our ruler to form our crease line. Hope you can see it very well. So this is our crease line, and this is our crotch extension. Now back to the waist side. We will not be doing waist tightening for the front, so directly we are moving from the center front. We'll be putting our waist measurement plus our dart, which is 24.5. Remember, our waist divided by 4 plus 3 cm for that gives us 24.5. So we'll be curving with our curve now from our waist, which is our top line, to our hip line to form our hip. Hope you can see it very well. For the back we did waist tightening, we did not do it for the front. The next thing now is to put that same, the round of where the short will be divided by 4. For the back it gives us 15. When we divide it, gives us 15. So we'll be subtracting at least 1 cm for the front. So we'll be using 14 cm, because the back is always bigger than the front. So I think subtracting 1 cm will be okay for me. Maybe you can subtract more, or you can leave it that way when you are doing your own, but I'm okay subtracting 1. Okay, hope you can see it very well. The connection, the back is almost the same thing with the front. The difference is the crotch extension, which will now alter the crease line, and the tightening of the waist. Now let's get our dart line. Get our dart line. Remember, for back I said our dart end point 12 cm. For front, let's use 10. No, let's use 9. Let's use 9. So our dart end point. And let's do our, let's take out our darts that we added. We added 3 cm. Take it out 1.5, 1.5. We are drafting with cm. In case you are doing your own with inches, just do it. Still the same thing. You can add 1 inch. Make sure you take it out. So for the waist, if you remember, for the back we raised it. For the front we'll be lowering it. We raised with 2 cm for the back. For the front we'll be lowering with 1 cm. So at the center front, then connect back to nothing at the side front. So now it's time to take our band of 2 inches, starting from where we lowered our waist. Okay. you can see. So I can see that my dart will be shortened by the time I remove the band. So let me increase. Let me return the one for the band. I have like five here. And just take the knife here this way, so that it will, because by the time we remove our band, we find out that our dart will be very, very short. It will be very, very short, and it will not be obvious that there is dart there. So we are going to return it after our band. I hope you understand. I'm returning the dart after the band, so that it will be obvious that there is dart there. Hope you can see it. I hope you can see it very well. I hope you can see it very well. So our shot is set. Just this is the side center front, and this is the side front. This is for the front. The other one is the back. Hope you can see. So I go ahead now to cut out the pattern, and we proceed to cutting on fabric. Hope you can see it very well. Hope it's visible enough. This is the front and this is the back.
Hope I will not spoil things.
You sure was right? Look at us. So for the front again, we are going to take our angle 45 at that crotch side. We'll be taking our angle 45 cm. The same thing we did for the back, but for the back we apply 2 inches at that angle 45. For the front we'll be taking 1.8. We're taking 1.75. We're taking 1.75. That is to enable our crotch not to be too deep and not to be too high. So, and don't forget we divided from our top line to our crotch line into 2. We get the midpoint. We label it X for the back. We'll repeat the same thing for the front, so that we'll be able to curve our crotch. So we are done. We proceed to cutting out the pattern, so that we'll continue with cutting on fabric. I won't start again. I don't too longer. can see, I am done cutting out the pattern. Look at the back very well. I returned the waist raising from that band, because if I cut it out without returning it, it's useless. So I have to return the 2 cm raising of the waist, and you can see the front pattern. So we'll proceed to cutting on fabric. I just said let me do the cutting, but I've done the cutting off the camera. I cut the pocket. Hope you can see. Like I said, I will be sewing 2 short, so my pocket will be 4 2 for 1 2 for 1. I've gone ahead to cut the pocket. So I folded my fabric into 2. Then I decided that the length of the pocket will be 12 with the sewing allowance, 12 inches for the length. The width is 7 inches. Then for one side, the pocket area, I measure 2 inches. Then downward 6 inches, I cut it off. So can you see at one area, this side is complete, this side is not complete. Then for the trouser, for the zipper flyer, hope you can see it. This one I folded into 2. This is for the 2 shorts. Then the length is 7.5, yes. And you can see this one, the shade. One is zipper flare and one is zipper shade. The shade is 8 inches. And this is my band, straight band. I'm gonna have to cut, including the zipper allowance. So I will stay the zipper flyer, the shade, and my band. Okay, until I'm done sewing, I will come back to you once I'm done sewing to show you how beautiful our shorts will be looking on our body form. Okay, I have a guest in the studio. Come and see who came to visit me in my studio. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, tell them to be watching Pattern Drafting with Lina.
YouTube.
Say good evening.
Good evening.
So make sure you watch Pattern Drafting with Lina.
So make sure you make pattern drafting with
Hello,
Lina.